Hello there and welcome to Business Week. We'll be bringing you up to speed with top business stories that made headlines during the week, features, interviews, market data, and of course, analysis. I am Tolulope Ogunjobi. Welcome. Well, first, let's start with a story that says the restriction placed by the Abuja municipal authorities on commercial tricycles, popularly called keke napep, in some parts of the Federal Capital Territory has reduced transport business in the capital city. Keke riders complain of not making enough profits from the business, just as the sector now has numerous operators. Helen Osamede Akins has that report.
The Tricycle, popularly referred to as keke napep in the Federal Capital Territory, has assumed a very important place in the territory's commercial transportation system. In 2002, the government, in trying to ease transportation hassles for the populace, introduced a commercial tricycle. This scheme was launched by former President Olusegun Obasanjo as part of the National Poverty Eradication Program. Keke napep has become a cheap and alternative mode of transportation, especially with the ban on motorcycles in the FCT. It meets the yearnings and requirements of commuters, while at the same time generating employment and creating wealth for many. This is the sound you hear around this area in the morning and evenings. Keke in Abuja are commonly found in areas like Utako, Apo, Gwarimpa, Kado, and Jahi. Most commuters in this area take keke simply because they are cheaper and ply routes which taxis do not ply. Join me, let's take a ride to where we can talk to some of these keke operators who tells us more about this business. This is the popular Area 1 where commuters bought keke to Galadimawa and Gaines Village. I spoke with some keke operators who told me that the business has not been like before. Uche Okeke has been in the keke business of transportation for several years, and he has been able to make a living from the business.
I started driving keke in 2017. That time, the keke business is moving normally, but I usually have a problem of task force. So they are disturbing us a lot. During that time, we are making around 8,000 naira to 9,000 naira. But nowadays, the keke is too much. So the amount reduced from 7,000 naira to 5,000 naira a day. Yes, I have one. Even I have two before, but I sold one. I did the first one higher purchase, then I bought the second one on my own by my money. We are three in my family, so I'm the first son, and I'm taking care of the my two siblings. So I'm the one that's taking care of them and my mother also.
Before, I used to do tailoring in Kano State, so one of my bro buy me this keke. I come here per day. I make about 7,000 to 8,000. It's depending on how work it is. Actually, I don't have children, but as a sponsor, I used to take care of my parents and other of my family members, like my mother's sisters and brothers. I have them, so I used to take responsibility of them.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration had restricted the operations of keke napep in some parts of the city. The master plan of Abuja did not make provisions for Okadas and keke to operate in the capital city. Section 42, subsection 1 of the Road Traffic Act of the FCT says permit should not be granted for them to operate. These keke operators explain how the restriction has affected their business.
Relieving people of their means of livelihood, and you said you are fighting crimes and criminalities. These are young, able-bodied youths that decided to have a legal means of livelihood by driving that as a means of their livelihood. And you're saying they should stay off, and you're not providing an alternative. Are you not sending them to the already congested unemployment market? And they must eat, they must live. Some of them have families. how can you now control the crime rate in that regard?
Joint task force used to stop us several times ago. We don't have problem with joint task force again, that is BIO. And the benefit of this our work is that some have their own vehicle and some they are paying balance. And you can work from morning to night. You can get even 7,000. And we are paying 3-5 balance. You must buy fuel, buy engine oil. Where you calculate all that money? Some they are family people, some they are bachelor. We have just attempted to do so that we get the benefit of it. We have followed the government, whatever.
Even from area 1, you carry beggar people. Before beggar, police you go arrest you or BIO or environmental. You understand? So before, at the enter we say, if in a metama person they go, I go carry and go there now.
Commuters appreciate the service of the keke, but they want the operators to be sensitized on the Road Use Act to minimize reckless driving.
It's very cool for keke to be in Abuja because it's cheaper, as people say. The keke guys, they're supposed to be educated so they can know what to do. Because seriously, you can improve them, improve their state of education. You can improve them and you can make them understand that you are driving keke, but you can live with it. You can do something nice with it, and you can become who you want to be.
There are places where you find it very difficult to go there, but keke and Okada help people to get access to those such places. But it is quite so very unfortunate the mode of their driving is quite so very unfortunate that they involve themselves in such all kind of things, drugs and so many other things. If you look at those who are operating keke, you look their faces very well. They are already under the influence of drugs. So you find it difficult. You see a lot of accidents along the way. When going to Apona, you just go around, hardly you find one keke has not broke down or has not involved in one thing or the other negatively. So honestly, their mode of operation quite all right. In other way around is good. In other way around, there is need for sensitization. They need to sensitize them. They don't know the principles of of roads. VIO, road safety have to get involved and educate them more on the mode of their operation.
Keke Napep has eased movement within the FCT, despite not plying all routes. Sadly, it is also involved in quite a number of accidents, which puts to question how desirable it is as a means of transportation.